got some fragrances that will linger around in the air, and those fragrances will be there sometimes a long time after you're gone. These fragrances are some I have in my collection that people will come and look for you to try to find out who left that nice aroma lingering in the air. Fragrances with great sillage. Sillage so good, it makes people want to find out who you are. Where are you? I need to know who smells that good. Let's talk about them. YouTube, what's good? It's your guy Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. We talk about fragrance. We talk about fashion on this channel. So if you want to look good and smell good every day, I think I will be able to provide you with some valuable insight on how you can do that. So subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you hit the bell icon as well. That way when I upload new content, you'll be one of the first people to get notified. Now, the way YouTube works, there still may be a few days, sometimes even weeks, months, or years after the video is uploaded, but at some point, rest assured, YouTube will let you know I've uploaded a video. Okay? At least it gives us a shot. All right? So on today's video, guys, I'm going to be jumping into some fragrances that have a very nice, lingering, sexy, intoxicating sillage, or as some people may say in layman's terms, a nice scent trail. All right? That bubble, you know, that lingering effect that fragrances tend to have. You walk past somebody and they catch the air, right? And it has your scent in the air. That's what we're talking about today. So I'm going to be jumping into 10 fragrances I have in my collection that, in my experience, have been great at leaving a nice, intoxicating scent trail. So if you want to see what I have on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video. The first fragrance that I have up on the list today comes from the house of Mancera. This is Seductive. Seductive, this one always gets the job done for me, man. I've had so many instances where I've worn this and people have said, you know, I kind of hit them. The fragrance hit them when I walk by, and they've been so compelled and impressed with the fragrance they've come back to ask what it is that I have been wearing. This fragrance has a really, really nice sillage with it. Again, it has that kind of bergamot pineapple thing in the opening of it. There is leather in this, as well as sandalwood. Love this fragrance. A lot of people compare it to Acqu Di Gio, but again, this is a lot different from Acqu Di Gio. There's some slight similarities there, but this is definitely a whole nother fragrance on its own. But it is great if you're looking for a nice fragrance with a nice sillage. From the house of Mancera, Seductive. All right, guys, now this next fragrance is actually from the house of Bond number 9, my most complimented Bond number 9 fragrance in my collection, and this is Scent of Peace for Him. Scent of Peace for Him. Now, I've talked about this fragrance a lot in glowing terms, not just because it has a bow tie on it, but because it smells amazing, man. I've had people do double takes in, when I've worn this fragrance. I recall being in Walmart. This lady walked by the aisle that I was in, and she backed up and looked. Is that you that smells that good? Probably so. All right, I was wearing this fragrance right here. Bond number 9, Scent of Peace for Him. It has pineapple, grapefruit, oh man, vetiver, cedarwood. There are black currant buds in this as well. This is just one of those intoxicating fragrances that leave a nice scent trail, nice bubble when you people come into contact with you. So check it out, man. One of my favorites from Bond number 9. This is Scent of Peace for Him. All right, guys, this next fragrance is from a brand that I am currently in the process of delving further into because they seem to have some really, really good fragrances in their portfolio. This fragrance is from the house of Juicebox. I've been talking about it a lot here lately, Cheeky Smile. Cheeky Smile, and again, what does this smell like? It smells like Baccarat Rouge 540 mixed with Molecule 01, Iso E Super, and Ambroxan. And my God, does this thing linger in the air. It's kind of fresh, So a lot of people are just really intrigued by the way that this stuff smells. It's really, really easy to wear, mass appealing. There's a lot of versatility offered in this bottle. And again, it has a great sillage to accompany the fragrance. So check it out from the House of Juicebox. This is Cheeky Smile. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list, this comes from the House of the Harmonist. Now, I haven't talked about this one as much as I've talked about Hypnotizing Fire, but my God, it is so good, man. This one is called Moon Glory. Moon Glory from the Harmonist. All right, I've talked about Hypnotizing Fire. I've talked about Sun Force quite a bit as well, but man, this is right up there with those two as it relates to how good this is and the responses that it elicits from people when I have worn it. All right, beautiful, almost creamy florals in the opening. You get that banana-like yang-a-lang in the top of this and some jasmine. Now that's sprinkled with a little bit of honey. All right, so you're gonna get that honey in there, some sweetness from lychee, and on the dry down, man, an amazing note of cedar wood. All right, so those are the main notes to my nose. All right, some hinoki wood, I think, as well. This stuff is knockout. All right, it is dynamite. This doesn't get as much attention as the other two, at least not on my channel, but it is just as good. And if you talk about the scent trail, it's up there with some of the best of them. It's from the House of the Harmonist, and again, this is called Moon Glory. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list, I really can't tell you how good this fragrance is. It's from the House of Parfums, Intoxicating Scent Trail. This is Burlington 1819. Burlington 1819, man, the complexity of this fragrance is really what blows me away, man. It's spicy, it's woody, it's really fresh in the opening. There's like this minty freshness. I think there's lime and maybe mint in the opening. There's some ginger in here. There's tobacco, very prominent note of tobacco as well. Oh my gosh, guys, and the scent trail. It leaves an amazing scent trail. Again, one that really, really lingers in the air. Again, this fragrance will be still there after you walked away. I love this fragrance. I've talked about it a lot on this channel. And the sillage or scent trail is one thing that I love about it the most, okay? So check it out. This one is from the House of Parfums. This is Burlington 1819. All right, guys, this next fragrance, this fragrance is so good, man. It comes from the House of Boulder Victorious, and this is called Ardent. This is called Ardent, and this is very similar to Tom Ford's Noir de Noir. So you get rose, saffron, a nice honey beeswax as well in this fragrance. Those are some of the main notes, and it's just gorgeous. This thing is gorgeous, man. And again, the scent trail and the sillage on this is absolutely, second to none. Okay, so it is very, very sexy, very, very alluring. I know people throw that word around a lot, but this is alluring in a bottle. All right, check it out, guys. It is from the House of Boulder City Victorious, and this is called Ardent. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list actually comes from the House of Nichane, and this one is called Fan Your Flames. Fan Your Flames, and just as you could imagine there being a fire, right? But after that fire has died down, it leaves a little bit of smoke in the air. Yep, this lingers in the air in the same way, man. You have some coconut in here, you have some tobacco, oak moss as well. This thing is just one of those fragrances you have to get your nose on. And as I described before, the scent on this, the scent trail on this just kind of lingers in the air, almost like the smoke after a nice fire has been put out. Okay, that's what you get with this fragrance right here, and it's phenomenal. Man, I love creative fragrances like this, man. I love this fragrance. I'm gonna get a big bottle of this, okay? It's from the House of Nichane. This is called Fan Your Flames. All right, guys, and this fragrance needs no introduction, and it needs no introduction when you wear it as well, because this fragrance will probably meet people before they ever see you. All right, so it lingers in the air. It gets to them before and after you leave. All right, it's from the House of Leila Beau. This is Santal 33. Santal 33, man. This fragrance, a lot of people know about this, but my God, this thing has a monstrous sillage on it. All right, sandalwood and cedar wood are what you're gonna get here, almost an equal amount of those two notes, but those are the two primary notes that you get with Santal 33. And again, as I've been saying all day on this list today, man, this thing is great in the category of leaving a nice sillage. All right. Those of you that have worn this fragrance know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't put your nose on it yet, and you like fragrances that linger in the air, then I highly recommend you check it out. From the House of Le Labo, Santo 33. All right, now this next fragrance on the list, you have to have a sweet tooth to enjoy it, but my gosh, does this thing linger in the air, and it makes people want to inquire as it relates to who smells so freaking edible. All right, edible because it has a host of gourmand notes in it. It is from the house of Narcotica. This is called Dolce Diablo. Dolce Diablo. Listen, what is in this? What notes go into gourmand fragrances? So you call out the note is probably in here. All right, there's some chocolate in here. There's some dried apricot. There's cacao in this. There was tonka bean. There's vanilla in this. You guys get where I'm going. Again, it is just shellacked with a plethora of gourmand notes. So it's really, really sweet, really delectable, really, really intoxicating and sexy. And again, it really, really does a great job of lingering in the air. So check it out, guys. It's from the house of Narcotica. You have to have a sweet tooth for this one, but if you do, you will not be disappointed. This is called Dolce Diablo. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today as I gave you 10 fragrances from my collection that leave a really, really nice scent trail or sillage. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. And don't forget to make sure you take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your main man, Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.